Welcome to our retirement, folks. Cataracts, glaucoma. I know now why the NHS is so in such a state. And I've learnt that from YouTube. Because according to YouTube, I've got every disease known to man. Did you know that? I've got every disease known to man. Yeah. I mean, I've got cataracts. Just because we're looking at it's cataracts.
Is it?
Why not rickets?
No, rickets is to do with your bones.
Is it? Isn't it to do with your
No.
rickets?
No.
Well, I might as well have rickets. I mean, let's not miss a disease out. I've got most of them, according to YouTube.
YouTube are only trying to be helpful, dear. Don't be taking the mickey.
Well, it makes me think, if everyone goes rushing off somewhere, immediately you get some slight ailment, imagining you've got something really bad, then what's happened to my coffee?
You see, you were talking to me.
I put her off, folks.
Sorry about that.
She got to send another coffee.
I didn't.
Haven't you? Is that your first coffee? Oh.
That I just moved your cup.
Oh.
Because it was empty. You were wittering away at me.
Whoa.
Is that all right?
Yeah. Are you sure?
Yeah, I've got plenty.
Well, look, Pat, it's all over the table.
Yeah, I need a cloth. Sorry about this, folks.
Oh,
Domestic
can't get the staff.
interruptions here. There you go. Will that do for you?
It will, love. Yeah. We've had croissants and melon this morning for our breakfast.
Yeah. We have for a change. You were on about people running off to doctors.
Oh, what? Oh. Well, I'm done with that now.
You don't know what. You don't know. Ah. And you hear Ernie?
Ernie. Pat says to me this morning, Ernie knows when I'm coming down them steps because she has a watch on.
I have a watch on this, and this is not my usual watch. It's usually a wooden one.
You could have had her done with having a link taken somewhere.
I think I had two taken out.
Did you?
Yeah. Yeah, when you bought me it.
Because you just had a new battery put in there.
I have, and I can see these numbers better on this one than other one. So I thought, oh, I'll put it on this morning. I'm going out.
He'd have done that for you if we'd have thought on.
Would I?
Yeah. Yeah.
The watch place. Oh, right done.
What were I saying?
You were about Ernie when I come down steps.
When you come down steps, she holds a banister and a watch strap rattles on it. Ernie hears it.
Yeah.
And she said, I got to the top of the steps just by where she could see him, and he come backing out of his little cave because he'd heard her coming down.
He must have done, because he had his head back at where he sleeps on the night, and he came out backwards to me and then came running up to the glass.
Yeah.
With his head up.
Pleased to see you.
Yeah. Yeah, well, his lights come on early, don't they? They come on about, is it 7?
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's been awake. Well, lights have been on. And I know sometimes if there's food left in there on a night, when I come down on the morning, if it's not spread all over, he's eating it. So he must have a midnight snack or something.
Oh.
Are they nocturnal for eating?
I don't know. I know not. You know more about tortoises than I do.
I don't know, really.
Well, you listen to Dr. Jeff.
Yeah. Well, Dr. Jeff's one of his doctors that he has in his surgery. He says they should eat hay to help with the beak, because hay is fibrous and it wears the beak down. But we stopped giving her any hay because there seem to be fly things in it.
Little tiny flies.
Tiny flies. So we threw it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're paranoid about flies getting in there, aren't we? Really?
Well, we're paranoid about flies being
in house.
You don't want them though in bathroom where you stored it.
Yeah,
in shower room. Washroom, whatever you want to call it. Where you stored it. Yeah, they are big mugs, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
We like a nice coffee. It's only hot drink we have in days, this.
Yeah, 2 coffees on the morning.
We don't have any hot drinks anymore.
Not unless we go out somewhere.
Yeah,
Sometimes we'll call in for a coffee, won't we?
Yeah, yeah.
Somewhere like Marks and Spencer's. Or...
Yeah, we went into White Rose Centre yesterday. I'll show you it now. There we are.
Coffee's upstairs, not
Yeah, it is, yeah. I'll go in search of a machine, Pat.
Okay.
So this is the M&S at White Rose Centre, is this?
Bigger than...
Still in Leeds.
So when we...
First thing is to find a toilet, folks. This is next. Okay, I've got a pair of pants on next. Only one I've found so far that has a short leg. Right, we're going to see if we can get something to eat from somewhere. We've had a look at all eating places in here. Looked at all menus. Couldn't understand any of them. Really stuck getting fish and chips. I'm amazed that there's a fish and chip place in here.
I think we've eaten in here. Well,
you might have. I have. I've never. The lady behind the counter was Italian or something, and I couldn't understand the word she said. Oh dear, why is the world so confusing? What's wrong? There you go. I got a pair of trousers.
Yeah,
Got
some
a pair,
new trousers.
Got a pair of new trousers.
Not before time either.
Oh. Yeah.
I mean, you've had new jogging ones, but actual dressy up trousers,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we had a look at all restaurants. You know, Wagamama's. What others, Pat?
Oh, there were Kentucky Fried Chicken,
Oh, we know about
noodles, and pizza places, Frankie and Benny's.
All, you know them all. You know.
Yeah, usual.
We looked at menus, didn't we? We didn't know.
Some of it we weren't sure about, were we?
No.
What kind of food it was. And then other things that were either pizza, which you can't eat, and noodles, which you don't eat. Sandwiches.
Bread I can't eat. I know.
So we dismissed quite a few of them.
And finished up in fish and chip place.
Yeah, they weren't bad.
They were all right. Yeah, they were all right.
We didn't eat it all, did we? We were full.
We got seniors. It says senior citizens special, which is a small portion. Still couldn't eat it.
No, the mushy peas were nice.
They were actually.
Yeah.
And we did a bit of a shop. Just to top up little things that Pat and Tracy didn't get on Saturday. So,
well,
and then drove
they
back.
like the 4 cheese ravioli and the 3 for £9. So we always get 3.
Right.
At least he ate us as soon as we got in.
I tell you what, some of them meals. What did you say they were? They were
well,
chef.
There's a chef that comes up with a menu, and then I presume it's
Mass produced,
and they're selling it under his name.
Right.
I can't remember what his name is.
Oh, right.
But the one that I've seen him do is a beef and dumpling with braised carrots, which looks very nice. But we've bought some braised steak and mashed potato, haven't we?
Yeah.
I mean, there's probably not.
I don't. Oh, yes, yeah.
Yeah.
That on there, yeah.
Yeah.
It looks very nice.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
So we'll have that maybe today. I
Yeah,
think.
we will, yeah.
I've got lazy, folks. I've stopped buying. Well, it's hard to get hold of good meat, isn't it?
Yeah. Don't trust supermarkets to buy meat from. If we were a good butcher,
yeah,
we'd go there, but
they're spread about, aren't they?
Too far away, aren't they? Although we've got car now, haven't we?
Yeah. Putsy's got a fairly good butcher, as well as that one up at Yeadon. He's a good butcher.
Yeah, because we never went before, because we at van there was nowhere to park.
Yeah.
Somebody asked me, most memorable travel experience that we had with van.
Heck, can you come up with one?
I have.
Yeah.
I thought about it because I've had time to think about it,
Right.
whereas you haven't. Because people used to say to us, "What's your favourite spot?" And we never had one, did we?
No, not really.
But I think the most memorable one was the Isle of Man when we went for 7 weeks.
All right.
Our 7 week stay in Isle of Man.
Right.
That was on our first trip.
Yeah.
Because we went twice.
Yeah.
Second trip was about 3 weeks or something like that. Fortnight. Yeah.
I think we were going for 3 weeks, but we decided a fortnight were enough.
Right. Yeah. The first one, because on the second trip, I thought it were a bit busier.
Right.
On the first trip, it was really quiet. Roads were quiet. And the roads were good, you know. And to think that we stayed all that time, 7 weeks, never going in a campsite.
Yeah. Yeah, we just
What incredible.
did it at Sideout Road,
Sideout
didn't we?
Road and
But the second time we went, we stayed at the other end of Peel
yeah,
as well.
Yeah, we did.
That was
yeah,
a good place.
yeah. Well, you didn't have because it was nice to be near boats on at other end of Peel,
Yeah.
but you had vehicles coming flashing by you all the time. toing and froing down.
The other
because
end,
it was a dead end.
Dead end.
So everything that went down there had to come back. So it was quite busy traffic. Whereas at the other end, only people who went up there were people who wanted to park and have a look round.
Yeah. Or people walking to go touch that stone at the end.
Some tradition about
touching
a stone in Peel.
There were a nice walk opposite on grassy hills.
Yeah.
Weren't there? And you were quite close to Edgett town there.
Yeah, you were. Yeah.
So it were a good spot.
And the last time we stayed over in Laxey and found a nice pub place. That was nice on the last visit. And of course on the last visit we stayed at Morag Park on a weekend, didn't we?
Yeah, that was nice.
Still not plugged in though.
No, you're not.
No. Yeah, so
you thought the Isle of Man
experience was we met Richard.
Yeah.
And also Port Erin. I really like Port Erin. And we found that hotel in this last trip in Port Erin.
Yeah, that was lovely.
That was lovely, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where we went for us.
You could stay there.
Yeah, you could stay there. Yeah. It's a nice
it?
hotel, that. Yeah, you know. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, you could. It's just an expensive ferry.
Yeah.
The ferry's expensive and it's 4 hours, isn't it?
It'd probably be cheaper with car. And it would.
Yeah, there you go. It would, yeah.
We know of a couple of hotels, don't we? Yeah, that was.
I don't know if you remember, if anything else sticks out in your memory.
Me? Well, you know me, I like my usual places like Saltburn and Whitby. You
like, yeah.
Yeah, I like mine.
Poor Saltburn.
My side.
They're suffering. I mean, since the car park problem.
Yeah, they're suffering now.
Well, I don't know whether they're suffering, but you're fighting for space now, aren't you? Everybody's that car park were always
full,
plenty in it, weren't there? So where on earth everybody's parking in Saltburn now, I've no idea.
Yeah. Well, we won't have to worry about that, would we? We've got the little car.
No, because
there's a nice hotel there
in Saltburn, isn't there?
Yeah. Well, we thought about it.
Yeah,
we said, it'd be nice for Tracy, that. Because they did a deal, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. Evening meal and breakfast and were cheap.
Yeah.
It looked a nice hotel.
Yeah, it did, And I'm going to put a little bit of film on of Jack Hargreaves. Just let me show you that.
Inside the great mansion on a football fields and so on. Extremely lovely place to be sent away to school, I must say.
This is Jack Hargreaves. This is in 1985.
And now we turn.
He's going to come up this hill. Pat and I went to a pub just up here with John and Edith in Dorset.
It all came off, unlike any other English village, all of which grew by accident and by the lives of men affecting them. This came off the drawing board of one of the great designers of 200 years ago. He designed not only
that pub there.
Cottages, but
we went in there and had a meal. We had some food in that pub.
And the pub's a very fine one. And because so many people come here in the summer and buy so many postcards of the village,
The Ambro
serves
Arms.
the most excellent food, which we will now have.
Amazing. Is he going to go into it? I was watching it last night, and that village there was where we, John and Edith took us.
Yeah.
To that pub. I think he had a cream tea or something in there.
Yeah, I can't remember now. Yeah, I think we maybe did just have cake.
Something like that in there.
Yeah. We didn't have a proper meal, did we? I'm sure
No, I don't think we had a...
No, it was just
really
cake.
pretty place. But the interesting story is about that village was that just at the bottom of the village, to the left,
Big house.
there was a massive big house outside of a church, and the guy who built that house owned the whole village, and just to satisfy his own selfish whims, he wanted a lake put in at the in front of his house, and he pulled all the houses down to build the lake and built that village.
The other village.
I showed you coming up. That was in 1985 on that film, when Jack Hargreaves and some other people with him were coming up that street in a horse and car. That was in 1985.
So he must have pulled the old village down before
and built that village and moved all the people from the village, from the houses into those houses there, because he still owned them all. So that's what he did.
Yeah. Well, got a bit of sun out there, Trevor. Looks cold though.
Postman come this morning. I said, "Are you all right?" And he says, "I am now. It's stopped raining." So it must have been
raining earlier on there.
To us retired people didn't know.
No, because we were still in La La Land.
See, I've been awake answering all your comments from about 6 o'clock. Well, not 6 because it was too early, but I did from about 7. I answered comments, and then I put phone down and went back to sleep really. And I knew it'd be late, but Pat woke up, and I thought she looked at her watch.
I did, but I couldn't see.
And didn't jump up saying to me, "Oh, it's late." She just went to low, come back, got back into bed, laid back down, and I thought, "Oh, it can't be as late as I thought."
I've got this watch.
Put her glasses on, and I looked at the watch again, and really it was 10:05. So we were all late.
We were all late this morning, getting up. Yeah.
Aren't we?
But I can't see hands on them without I've got my glasses on. So I looked without my glasses, but couldn't see what time it said. So I thought, well, I need Lou, so I'll go to Lou and then I'll have a look when I come back. But I didn't expect it to be that late. I thought it'd be about 9:25 or something.
When I retired, I won't get out of bed until 10. When I retired, I thought it was lovely. Oh.
I used to bring him coffee in bed.
Oh, did you?
Do you remember when we moved into Static?
Oh, it's Static.
We used to have coffee in bed on the morning.
Oh, did we?
Go put it on and then come back.
Ah! It was a nice bedroom, wasn't it?
It was. It was lovely.
Well, the old van was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
it was really well made, lovely van was that.
Yeah. And the dining room chairs they were cream, and the backs of them were material, and there were these covers that were on single beds in small room, weren't there? Do you remember?
What?
We only had one single bed down, in small room.
Oh, yeah.
The other one was
Yeah.
packed up, wasn't it? And there were covers on them. Do you remember? Browny,
Oh.
goldy covers.
Is that where they come from?
Yeah.
All right.
And I made like slip over tops for top of chairs, didn't I?
So
And a runner.
So they didn't get...
Well,
and then a runner for table.
Yeah, when you got hold of the chairs, I was frightened of mucky hands, muckying.
Backs at chairs
Backs at chairs, so I made these covers to keep them.
Ah, that's where they come from.
That's where they come from.
Ah.
But the thing is, I did it all by hand.
Right.
Because I didn't have my sewing machine there.
Oh, no.
Sewing machine were here at Tracy's.
Yeah.
So
but
that kept me occupied for quite a while, making these covers by hand. They looked all right though, didn't they?
there's a lovely picture, I'll put it up here, of Pat standing at that table.
Oh, with a bunch of flowers.
It was Mother's Day? And Tracy sent me some flowers.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'd not been in it long, that was March. And we moved into it in March, so we'd more or less only just moved into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. What a lovely van, we love the van. The decking was brilliant, it looked great. But I thought that UPVC decking, I thought it was low maintenance.
Oh, it wasn't.
Oh, it was terrible. I was forever cleaning it.
It used to get
sticky
sticky and mucky, didn't it?
It used to get sticky.
I don't know how it got so mucky.
I used to get a damp cloth and wipe and it dragged on the rail to cloth it with this
sticky stuff.
Whatever it was.
I mean, I know there were a couple of trees, but you wouldn't have thought it had
They weren't big.
They weren't big.
They weren't massive trees.
Just maybe used to blow off pollen from places, grass and that.
Yeah. Any road, you're going to have your hair done today, aren't you, Pat?
I am. Yeah.
Have you got enough money for it?
Oh, I've saved some from housekeeping.
Because on the way back from Mark's yesterday, we're walking up from where we stopped car. And we have to go back pub. And she said, are we having a drink? So we called in for a drink, but there were an old couple in there, weren't there?
Well, they were younger than us.
Yeah, they were.
They were in the 60s.
Yeah, they were.
But we got talking to them, didn't we?
Yeah.
So one drink turned into two.
Yeah, it did.
Trevor paid for one and I paid for the other.
Yeah, so I wondered if you spent your hairdressing money.
No, still got that.
Right. Yeah, so I think that's about it.
Yep, that's about it.
Haven't got any other notes?
Any other notes to talk about? He has to write it down or else we forget. And then sometimes we talk about other things in between that he hasn't written down.
Oh, well,
which is most of the time.
Oh dear.
Oh, right. Well, our Alethea should be home soon, I think. Wow, this college stuff's really...
What a cakewalk.
Yeah.
Eh?
She has Monday off. She goes in Tuesday till dinner time. She has Wednesday off. Is it? She goes in Thursday and she goes in Friday.
Yeah.
So she does 3.5 days during the week. And sometimes she has one of them days off if there's summer.
3.5 days? It's only 2.5, isn't it?
No, she goes in...
Tuesday until lunch and then Thursday and Friday.
Yeah, 2.5 days.
2.5 days.
Is that right?
Yeah.
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 Because she has Monday and Wednesday.
And this is costing $9 grand a year or something. I don't understand it at all. It's crazy.
She could nearly get a part-time job, couldn't she?
Yeah, she could actually. Well, you and I would have. It's the different generation now, aren't they?
Yeah.
Different generation.
Yeah.
Don't.
Yeah.
It's well, you know, just a different generation.
I don't know what her other friends, because they've all gone. Well, quite a few of them have gone to college. And they meet up for breakfast sometimes, and sometimes they meet up.
Can you imagine?
Afternoon.
We were 18. Well, 18 I went in army, wasn't I?
Yeah.
Meeting up for breakfast with friends in 1965 or so. Eh?
Yeah.
How times have changed.
Definitely.
It's unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm.
Well,
It's a wonder how I'm coming up and down a chimney.
up and down the chimney.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Any road. We'll see you tomorrow, folks.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
New hairdo tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.